The Murrow Symposium is in full swing, and we talked to some of our own alumni.
Pullman Police.
Plus, Big Bertha in Seattle has finally reached her destination.
Comes in, blocked by Weeks.
And a look at the highlights from the nail-biting NCAA championship game. Those stories and more tonight on Murrow News 8.
From Studio B on the campus of Washington State University, this is Pullman's only nightly newscast. This is Murrow News 8.
Good evening and welcome to Murrow News 8. I'm Elisa Smith.
And I'm Spencer Anderson. Thank you for joining us tonight. Dozens of people are dead and hundreds are injured after a chemical attack in rebel-held city in Syria today. 70 to 80% of those wounded are women and children. Activists are blaming Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, who has been accused of using chemical weapons on his own people in the past. The Syrian army denies involvement in the attack, and officials are still searching for the source. In a statement made by the White House, Sean Spicer is blaming the Obama administration.
President Obama said in 2012 that he would establish a quote-unquote red line against the use of chemical weapons, and then did nothing.
Authorities in Kyrgyzstan have identified a Kyrgyz national in his early 20s as the subway suicide bomber in St. Petersburg. Russian police say Akbarjan Djalovov, a Kyrgyzstan national, bought a bomb onto the St. Petersburg subway and blew himself up Monday. The explosion killed 11 people and wounded dozens more. Another bomb was found hidden in a fire extinguisher, but it was defused, and investigators believe they both came from Djalovov. Now, Russian investigators believe the attacker had links to radical Islamists, and President Trump extended condolences to the people of Russia and Vladimir Putin, and they are both calling the attack terrorism.
The 42nd Annual Murrow Symposium is kicking off right now at the Cub, and our reporter, Megan Martinez, is live with information on the Hall of Achievement. Megan?
Thanks, Elisa. Right now, the Hall of Achievement is taking place in the Compton Union Building, and the college will induct 3 alumni. Bob Brunkow, class of 1968, is a current owner of ICOM Canada, which is one of the world's leading radio manufacturers. Steve Lutz, class of 1979, who is the current VP of Columbia Marketing International in Wenatchee, and Dave Huddleston, class of 1986, who is a multi-Emmy Award-winning journalist and anchor at WSB TV in Atlanta. So congratulations to those Coug alum. Earlier today, we had professional news anchors come in to kick off the Murrow Symposium. King 5 anchor Mark Wright and storyteller Nicole Sanchez led workshops on camera and news writing skills. Students practiced anchoring and the pros showed them how it's done. I also talked with King 5 reporter Mark Wright, who gave me and all the students planning on going to Symposium tomorrow some advice for a career as a journalist.
I remember back when I was a student here, and I loved the symposium because I got to meet professionals who were living out what I really wanted to do for a living. And now as I look back 28 years later, I'm living my dream right now. I just want to inspire you guys to know that it's possible. Just work hard. You're getting the best foundation here at the Murrow College that you possibly could. So good luck and go for it.
Tomorrow will be the busiest day for the Murrow Symposium, with workshops going on all day starting at 7:30 in the morning until 5 p.m. So make sure to register online for the symposium at murrowsymposium.wsu.edu. I know I'll definitely be showing up tomorrow, so hope to see you all there. Back to you, Lisa.
Thanks, Megan. Senate Democrats want to block President Trump's Supreme Court nominee, Judge Neil Gorsuch, and they have the votes to back it up. Bertha finally broke through into daylight, running 29 months behind schedule. The giant tunnel making machine drill.
Is a healthcare reboot on the table? Vice President Mike Pence has high hopes for the future of healthcare reform, and Diane Gallagher shows us what's going on behind closed doors.
Well, it looks like the sun might be here to stay.
I sure hope so. Coming up after the break, Justin Huynh has the latest in weather.
It seems like the weather has been a little unpredictable lately.
That's very true, Elisa. We've been really seeing a bit of everything over the last week. What's the rest of this week looking like, Justin?
Well, unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit cloudy, guys. So today, we're sitting at around 49, and temperatures are going to increase towards the night, but mostly cloudy today. There were like lighter clouds, not heavy rain clouds, so hopefully we can see that coming on to tomorrow's. We're going to start out, it's going to be cloudy all day, but in the morning it's going to be around 44 degrees and it's going to jump up to 59, so make sure you bring a light rain jacket just in case. And looking over at the state map over here on the east side in Spokane, we did see a little bit of sun. Like I said, lighter clouds, not as heavy, but jumping over to, let's see, the middle of the map, around Wenatchee, just cloudy all around the board, sitting around average temperatures at 57, jumping over the Cascades to Seattle and Olympia. It was a little bit cloudier and rainy, but warmer temperatures, so too bad for them. Hopefully they don't see that much rain. And looking over at the 5-day forecast, we can expect a lot of rain coming up this weekend. So if your mom is coming, then make sure she drives safe and try to plan for indoor plans if possible, because it's going to rain very hard. So that's all the weather I have for you tonight. Coming up next, Jacob Kappas has the latest highlights on the national championship game that everyone's talking about. Don't go away.
Welcome back to Murrow News 8. I'm Jacob Kappas with the latest on sports. The Gonzaga Bulldogs took on the University of North Carolina Tar Heels last night in the NCAA National Championship. Here's a look at the last few moments of the nail-biter, where UNC came away with its 6th national title. Now, Dallas Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo will end his career with the football team after 13 seasons with the team. Romo never won a Super Bowl, but threw over 34,000 passing yards and nearly 250 touchdowns, both franchise records. The former quarterback will replace Phil Simms as the lead football analyst for CBS Sports. The Mariners played their away opener last night at Minute Maid Park against the Houston Astros in the first of a 4-game series. Felix Hernandez had his 10th opening. That's all the sports I have for you tonight. Coming up next, we have an update on the new Apple Mac that the Apple's releasing. Don't go away.
Burgers and fries make the perfect wedding reception meal, right? At least that's what one couple thinks. They held a traditional wedding ceremony at a church and then headed to an In-N-Out Burger with all of their guests for the reception. The couple lives in New Mexico, so they say they love visiting their favorite fast food chain whenever they go to California.
Apple confirmed plans today to release a new MacBook Pro since its last update in December of 2013. The MacBook has access to some of the most used features of each application, but it won't be available until next year. The company also plans to release a new iMac sometime this year. And WSU is facing its fourth Title IX complaint in 5 years. WSU spokesperson Rob Strange confirmed the complaint was filed on March 20th, and he says, quote, WSU takes its Title IX and that's all the news that we have. Title IX amendment that states no one should be discriminated against on the basis of their sex. The nature of the complaint has not been identified. And that's all the news we have for you today.
We'll see you next time on Murrow.